The galaxy always believed humans were dangerous, but no one, not a single soul across 1,000 worlds, ever expected the day a human would risk his own life to save the monster that was ordered to kill him. And that single act of impossible mercy, it shattered an empire. Teralis-9 was a moon of storms. Its violet skies boiled with lightning, and its forests were thick with glowing mineral trees. This was the Ravaran Expanse, a place most species avoided, but to Kael Draven it was home. He was a frontier ranger, a tracker, a man shaped by the wild instead of by walls. 5 days ago, an unknown predator began killing livestock near the colony. Its tracks didn't match any local species. The claws were too long, the weight too heavy, and there was a strange tri-pattern scorch on the ground, something no human biology could produce. So the colony sent Kael. He moved through the glowing underbrush, his steps silent, his breath steady, his senses sharp. Every shadow on Teralis-9 behaved normally, except tonight. Tonight the forest wasn't just alive, it was watching him. Then he saw it, a towering figure crouched near a crystalline pool. Midnight blue skin rippled under the moonlight, long bone-like spines jutted from its back, and its eyes glowed with an amber light that was intelligent yet deeply conflicted. This was no beast, not even close. It was Thryx of Clan Valor, a species known across the rim worlds as perfect hunters. Silent, deadly, loyal only to their war councils. And this one looked injured. Kael tightened his grip on his shock spear. "You're far from your territory." Thryx didn't move. "Human, why do you enter the kill zone?" His voice wasn't a growl. It was weary, pained, almost resigned. "I'm tracking a creature," Kael replied. "And if that creature is me?" Kael hesitated. The smart move was to attack. The safe move was to retreat. Instead, he said quietly, "Then why haven't you killed me yet?" A long silence stretched between them. Then Thryx lowered his head. "Because I refused an order to exterminate your colony." The words hit Kael harder than any weapon could. "You were sent to slaughter us?" "Yes," Thryx breathed out, his chest trembling. "But when I observed your people, your young, your elders, they reminded me of my own clan. I could not obey." "Your council won't like that," Kael muttered, the grim reality setting in. "They already know." Thryx opened his palm, revealing a blinking red sigil. It was a death warrant, a tracker beacon, a sentence. "My own kind hunt me now," Thryx whispered. "I will not survive the next cycle, so leave, human." Kael just stared at him. This wasn't the cold, ruthless killer humans were taught to fear. This was someone protecting them at the cost of his own life. "You saved us," Kael said, his voice firm. "Now we save you." Kael immediately went to work, treating Thryx's wounds, using heated minerals from the forest floor to seal the deep gashes. With every touch, the alien trembled, not from pain, but from disbelief. "No human has ever touched my kind without fear," Thryx said, his voice a low rumble. "Fear is useful," Kael replied, not looking up from his work. "But not when it blinds you." Hours passed. The twin suns of Teralis-9 began to rise, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. But something else rose with them. Enemy dropships. Dark triangular vessels sliced through the atmosphere, each marked with the sigil of General Vor'kal, the ruthless commander of the Valor Dominion. Thryx's spine stiffened. "They come for me." Kael grabbed his wrist. "They'll take you over my dead body." Thryx lowered his gaze. "Human, that is exactly what they intend." The clearing shook as Vor'kal's elite hunters formed a ring around them. Kael stepped forward, his shock spear humming with electricity. General Vor'kal emerged, massive, armored, radiating an aura of pure authority. "Human," he growled, his voice like grinding stone. "Step aside. You do not understand the crime he committed." Kael didn't flinch. "He chose mercy. If that's a crime in your culture, maybe your laws are broken." Vor'kal sneered. "Your species hides behind emotion. Ours thrives on obedience. It is our strength." Kael's voice dropped low, carrying a dangerous edge. "Then that's why you'll never understand true strength." Just then, a bolt of lightning struck behind him, a flash of blue-white light illuminating the standoff. "This world is under human protection," Kael announced, his voice ringing with absolute conviction. "And if you want Thryx, you'll have to face me first." Murmurs rippled through the alien ranks. No human had ever challenged a Vailor general and lived. But Vor'kal understood something dangerous. Something all Vailor were taught about this strange, soft species. Humans don't bluff when protecting their own. "Very well," the general snarled. "One fight, you and me. The winner claims the hunter." Thryx roared, "No, he is no match for you." Kael just glanced back over his shoulder. "Trust me." Vor'kal charged first, his claws crackling with plasma energy. Kael dodged, rolled, and countered with a precise strike from his shock spear that sent sparks flying across the clearing. The Vailor soldiers watched in disbelief. A human shouldn't have been this fast, this precise, this relentless. Humans were supposed to be frail, soft, emotional, not this. Kael fought without fear, without hesitation, without limits. Every time Vor'kal struck, Kael found a gap in his defenses. Every time Vor'kal roared in fury, Kael remained utterly silent, focused. After a brutal exchange, Kael saw his opening. He leapt onto a massive crystal boulder, using its natural energy pulse to supercharge his spear. With a deafening crack, his strike disarmed Vor'kal, sending the general crashing to his knees. Silence, complete and total silence. Then Kael pressed the spear tip to Vor'kal's throat. "End this," Kael growled. "Call off the hunt." Vor'kal stared at the human, his eyes wide with a new understanding. This wasn't weakness. This was power restrained, not just unleashed. Slowly, the general raised his hand. His warriors lowered their weapons in unison. "The debt is acknowledged," Vor'kal rasped, his voice filled with grudging respect. "The fugitive is yours." Thryx staggered forward, his voice cracking with emotion. "No clan has ever spared a defector." Kael just smirked. "Welcome to humanity. We do things a little differently." As the Vailor ships withdrew into the violet sky, Thryx collapsed to one knee. "You risked your life for me," he said softly. "No human has ever—" Kael stopped him. "Listen, you didn't choose to be a killer. You chose to be better. And that is the hardest choice any species can make." Thryx's amber eyes glowed brighter than before. "From this moment, my oath belongs to you." Kael offered his hand, and the massive alien hunter placed his clawed palm against it. A new alliance, a new bond, a single decision that would echo across the entire galaxy. Because on that day, the day a human and a Vailor hunter stood together against an empire, the universe learned a new and terrifying truth. Humans aren't feared because they're strong. They're feared because even their compassion is unstoppable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tales from across the cosmos. See you next time.